Welcome back to another episode of Booked or Busted, where we make one call, there's 2 scores, and there's absolutely no excuses. Every home service company should be ready to make a great first impression, absolutely knock the customer's socks off, and get that call booked. Today, we have a really cool episode for you. It's the Bug Special. We're calling a pest control company. And believe it or not, Daniel, I used to be a sales guy for a pest control company called Massey Services. That's one we should actually call into as well. And you know what I found coming, I was an HVAC tech before that. I worked in HVAC first, and then going and doing sales and pest control. What I found was it's very similar. You have your sales guys, you have your technicians. They also did lawn service and stuff like that. But when it comes to bugs, that's an urgent situation. When you got cockroaches running across your floor, or spiders, or wasp, or whatever the case may be, that can be a very urgent situation for people. So in the same way we would respond to somebody that's got no air conditioning or a plumbing issue, water running across their floor, it's very similar to how we respond in pest control. So this should be fun. Daniel, tell us about it.
Well, first of all, Corey, I completely believe you based on how you wear your hat. It's like every bug technician I've ever met in my life.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. That's in no way am I shocked. And so
I wasn't a technician though. I was a sales guy.
Yeah. Sales guy. Sorry. Apologies. I figured this would just be a fun one. We use a pest control company for the outside of our house. And so we've got a good little example that we can use. We're just going to jump into it, and we're going to give them a call.
One more similarity before you make that call is weather. Weather affects bugs. So just like when you're busy in the summer with HVAC, well, they're busy in the summer with bugs. And obviously in the winter, a lot of the bugs go underground. You don't see as much. They're not moving around as much. A lot of people think bugs are gone or they die off. They actually don't. It's one thing I learned is they actually are just hiding. They're just not going around. They're just moving a little slower, or underneath the ground, hibernating, if you will. So some interesting stuff. I'm actually quite the bug expert, Daniel.
I've got nothing on that. Also, I want a disclaimer in here. My barber got incredibly sick, so I haven't had a haircut in like 2 weeks. I'm dying. This is bad. This is real bad. All right, let's. Yeah, it is.
Maybe
it's all right.
Maybe I can do something.
You want to fix that? You want to fix that?
Like
post?
An AI haircut or something.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Let's give him a call.
Thank you for calling EcoShield, your solution for pest-free living. We appreciate your call, and we look forward to helping you today. All calls are recorded to help us take the best possible care of our customers. Para español, presione 5. If you're not a current customer and want to learn about joining the EcoShield family, or are a current customer and want to learn about the additional services we offer, please press 1. For customer care and general inquiries, please press 2. Press 3 to repeat these options. If you are a current customer and need help with your account, or if you're not a customer and need to speak with a member of our care team, press 1. If you need to adjust your service schedule, press 2. If you need to stop services, press 3. If you need to pay your bill, press 4. If you would like to hear these options again, press 5.
Yeah, because I totally forgot what they were.
If you are a current customer and need help with your account, or if you're not a customer and need to speak with a member of our care team, press 1. If you need to adjust your service schedule, press 2. If you need to stop services, press 3. If you need to pay your bill, press 4. If you would like to hear these options again,
none of those things
press
are what
5.
I need.
Well, you're an existing customer, but yeah. That was the closest one. Hey, nothing like good on hold music.
Customer support agents are all currently assisting. Hello, this is EcoShield Pest Solutions. This call is being recorded for training and quality assurance purposes. Please hold for one moment while we connect you with an agent. Thank you.
Thank you so much for patiently waiting on the line. This is Amy from EcoShield Pest Solutions. How can I help you?
Hey, Amy. My name's Daniel. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, so thank you for asking. How about you? How can I help you today?
I'm calling in because I need to, I had a technician out at my house a couple weeks ago. He treated the outside of the house and literally like 5 days after he left, my wife and I walked outside, and we have about 30 wasps around an AC outlet. We had the same issue last year, and the guys had to come out and deal with it, and they're back, I guess. So I was wondering if we could get something on the schedule.
Oh, sure, we can do a follow-up for that, but let me check your account here real quick. Can you provide me the phone number on file?
Yeah, phone number or account number?
Phone number.
318-453-5919.
Thank you so much. Let me check that for you so that we can do a follow-up. By the way, for a follow-up, do you have any preferred date or just as soon as possible?
Just as soon as possible. First available.
Okay, got it. Sure, let me check that for you. So I'm going to reach out to our local office right now so we can see and check any available dates they have. And before I'll reach out to them, do you have any other concern aside from this?
No, that's it. It's just I was actually looking at my my online account, and there's pictures of them from last year, and it looks exactly the same as last year's situation.
I'm just sorry to hear that. No worries. I'll let them know about this one so that we can provide you a free follow-up moving forward. One moment.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I saw the pictures as well. This looks really itchy.
Yeah.
This is really scary. But I'm gonna check with our local office real quick. One moment. And there are some times they automatically grab the call just to make sure we cater everything. You called in to have a follow-up schedule for this wasp on your property, and for us to do that, I'm gonna check with local office to check any available dates we have as soon as possible. So please stay on the line.
Thank you.
Thank you as well. One moment.
Our customer support agents are all currently assisting other customers, but we'll be with you as soon as possible, and we look forward to helping you however we can. In the meantime, we'd love to tell you more about the services and benefits available to you as a member of EcoShield family. Did you know that your regular services with EcoShield are backed by a satisfaction guarantee? This means we'll come out at no additional charge in between services for any stubborn guaranteed pest activity that needs our attention, up to 2 weeks before your next regularly scheduled service is due. If your regular service is due within
So
2
I'm
weeks,
assuming
we'll go ahead
she's
and move it up so we can give your
contacting the
home a
local. This sounds
comprehensive
like
and
a call
complete
center.
service. We also offer interior services at no additional charge as part of your regularly scheduled service. So anytime you see...
All right. So I actually just put her on iOS has a new feature. Oh, hold on a second. Okay. So it didn't work. iOS has a new feature where you can put the call on hold and it'll respond. Because they have mid-ad roll fill inside of their their hold music, it thought that the agent was back, immediately kicked me off and prompted me to pick the call back up.
Because of the talking?
Because of the talking.
Okay.
So all that's going to do, like we'll talk about it after this call's over, but that's going to piss some people off.
Yeah. When they start using that feature.
Crickets or mice, we have the...
Hello, this is EcoShield Pest Solutions. This call is being recorded for training and quality assurance purposes.
Was she
Please
transferring
hold
you to
for
somebody?
one moment while we connect you with an agent. Thank you.
I thought she was just waiting to check.
Hi there, Daniel.
Yes.
Yes, by the way, my name is Mel, and I'm one of the CS on the local office. We're trying to set up a schedule here for a follow-up service regarding those wasps you're experiencing right now.
Okay.
So, yeah, completely understand the frustration, and we want to make sure that this will be addressed as quickly as possible. I'm looking for an available slot here for the soonest, and I'm on Thursday now, and I can put you on Thursday, October 9th. What do you think?
That'll be perfect.
By the way.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put you here. We're gonna send you a text about the appointment reminder 3 days prior. I think by tomorrow or Wednesday, going to receive a text from us regarding the time frame and all about the details regarding this appointment here. So this is a touch-up service. Hang on, let me double check first before I let you go. Daniel, this wasp nest, this is an ongoing issue, right? You are experiencing this for quite a long time now.
So we had it happen. I actually didn't realize it was almost exactly the same time last year. We had it happen last year, and then it's happening the same time this year. So I don't know if it's just a seasonal thing, because we're having the back deck and the front deck treated, and I'm wondering if it's moving them from the back deck and the front deck to this other location. So after we get it treated this time, I'm gonna have those are actually dead vents, so I'm gonna have that soffit sealed up after this time, which should keep it from happening in the future.
I think this is all about the season change. So they came back. Okay, I'm double checking your appointment here. Just bear with me, okay, Daniel?
Thanks.
So, exact location of this wasp is at your back deck and front deck.
No, so this one's on my soffit, which is above the second story, so it's a little bit higher up. So on the side of the house, right immediately across from the driveway.
Right across the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe seasonal. Is it a severe one, or you're just having, you're just seeing a few wasps?
There's probably 30, 40 of them.
Severe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. By the way, do you have any pets? A dog or a cat?
No, cats, but they're inside.
Okay. All right. And your backyard is accessible, correct?
Correct.
Okay, last question now. Daniel, do you have any special instructions or education?
No.
All right, so I think we're all set here. Your touch-up service will be on Thursday, October 9th. No time frame yet. You're gonna receive a text about the details maybe on Wednesday or Tuesday. So this is for the exterior part regarding the wasp. I think wasp nest, right? Did you see the wasp nest? By the way, so I can inform our signature.
Yes.
Okay. Second story, side of the house, right across the driveway. All right, so I think we're all set here. Daniel, see you on Thursday. And if you want to see upcoming appointments, you can see that through your portal. Do you have any other concern?
No, I'm good. That's all I had.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Daniel, for doing business with EcoShoe. You take care, okay? See you on Thursday.
Okay.
That was exhausting.
This is not me projecting how I would feel as a customer. This is how I feel as a customer.
Yeah.
Annoyed. That took 11 minutes. I had to talk to 2 different people, and they're clearly outsourcing that workflow. He worked through his checklist. It was actually comical because he's like, "Do you have any special instructions for the technician?" And I'm like, "No." Do you?
It was, one thing I gotta say is very redundant. You spent all this time with the call center agent, then supposedly you got transferred to the local agent, which I don't know if that was a local agent or not.
It wasn't.
Didn't sound like
1,000% was not. And they transferred me.
Yeah.
They transferred me from they had a screening. Then they transferred me to someone who had visibility into booking. They separated those workflows. It's not the end of the world, but that wasn't how it was communicated to me.
Yeah.
It was communicated to me like, "Let me do this for you real quick. Hold on a second." Not, "Hey, I'm going to transfer you to somebody else." If you're going to transfer a customer, tell them you're going to transfer the customer.
Right.
Anyway, sorry.
100%. Well, yeah,
I sent you
lay it out, and then I'll jump into my stuff.
Well, I emailed you a couple pictures so you can go look at my bugs. Dude, it's a lot of wasps. Go look. It drives me crazy because I actually give them money every second month. I use them because the technicians that come are really good. I do not use them for how the user experience is. Our back deck gets spider webs on them. My wife hates spiders, so they'll actually come and knock down all the spider webs and all that type of stuff that I should probably be cleaning, but I'm doing podcasts with you, so it doesn't happen. Anyway, being as impartial as I can about it, I'm giving them a 6.5. They verified my phone number, but it didn't pull my account. I had to give them the phone number for them to pull the account. Now, I gave them back points for the fact that as soon as I brought up that they have pictures of this on file from last time I booked, this had the same issue. I actually did it full self-service. I went into their portal, I added stuff, but a standard user may or may not do that, right? Depending upon the age demographic, they'll use the online portal and not have to talk to a person, all that type of stuff. If I was 45 plus 50, I'm calling in. And that experience was less than ideal if I had to call in. I'm just annoyed the fact that it took 11 minutes for me to do that. So I'm giving them a 6.5 from a customer perspective. What did you think?
Yeah. So like I mentioned, I felt it was very redundant, that customer experience from talking to one CSR and then, like you said, being transferred to the next. And you thought you were just on hold while she was checking the schedule. And then you went to somebody else. It didn't feel local. It didn't feel like a local company at all. I did not have that experience. Felt distant. There was a disconnect there. Like you said, I feel like they have some systems in place they're trying to follow, but just not very effective. From a customer experience side, let's start with the first CSR we talked to. Did not get your name. So she did not get your name out of the gate. You actually gave it to her. You said, this is Daniel.
Never used it again.
And she said, sir. She used sir throughout the call. Not good for customer experience. Didn't show any empathy in the beginning. However, she ended up showing some empathy because you had to pull it out of her. You kept bringing up the wasp, the problem, what's going on. And she finally did say sorry, which we all know I don't like the word sorry. But you did pull that out of her. But then, as she looked at the pictures, I did like this, and I'm going to take this. She did relate and agree to the gravity of your situation, said, wow, that's really scary. So I thought that was great because when it comes to bugs are scary. Now, would I say that in HVAC or plumbing? Ooh, that's scary. Well, sometimes it can be a little scary, but not quite like
water
wasps.
heater exploded and is now in my room.
Yeah, that's scary.
God.
That's a great way to agree to the gravity of their situation. Maybe not as scary as wasps or spiders. Roaches. So I got to give her points there. So she did get that empathy. Booked you 3 days out for a wasp situation. One question I would like to hear is, hey, is anyone allergic to wasp in your home? That would increase the urgency level, that how serious the situation is to you.
To be fair, I didn't treat it as urgent because we dealt with it last year. But when we dealt with it last year, my wife was like reasonably freaked about the situation. And so it's just one of those things that because of the nature of what we do, I treated it as less urgent. But when we first experienced it, we treated it very urgent. Yeah.
Daniel, on the SOC score for customer experience, customer service level, I'll give them a 6.8.
So I was actually, while you were talking, I glanced at my notes. And the reason I gave them a 6.5 on my side originally wasn't just because of the database thing. One of the main things, your call center is a living thing. So your engagement point with your customers, one of the biggest sins that we commit in the trades is we put something together 10 years ago, and that's the same way. Those are the same workflows. Those are the same recordings. Those are the same IVRs that we're using that may have been innovative 10 or 15 years ago, but are not up to speed with where customers' expectations are in 2025, right?
Right.
So you have this is a living thing. Would you ever tell your welder that like he's mastered his craft? No. Then why do we treat our call center the same way? We constantly want to be improving them. And so I took a screenshot of it. I showed you while we were on the call, but basically iOS has a new feature. Android's had it for a while where I can put that call on hold because it's detecting hold music. Okay. I did that. I put it on hold, and your phone will notify you when the agent is back. You can talk to them and it'll say, it actually is telling them to hold, please, whatever. Because they had mid-roll ad or information in that hold music, it completely broke that feature. It immediately detected that somebody was talking and said, oh, you should go ahead and pick it back up. It was notifying me to take it off of that setting. And this is a very new thing in the past month. You have everybody that got the new version of iOS and is updating to it now, because a lot of people drag that process out over several months. And it's going to be the standard expectation that they're able to put calls like that on hold. It's something you need to think about in your hold musics. It's something you need to think about in your call center design. Yeah. Otherwise, you're gonna upset people. And
that's true. That's interesting. It's a new thing, because I like obviously we advocate for that, having advertising in your own hold music and stuff, but that's something to think about as it comes down the pipeline.
It very much is, because it has a point of diminishing returns, because customers can be incredibly fickle, and just for having that one barrier, it can turn customers away. So you've really got to think it through. You gave them a 6.8. I gave them a 6.5. That's a 6.7. Is where we're living. It ain't good enough. So.
It's not good enough. Well, there you go. Our final Booked or Busted score is 6.7. Thank you so much for watching this pest control episode of Booked or Busted. Daniel, one more thing I would add is there's a difference between pest control and pest prevention. Pest prevention would say, or pest control would say, hey, let's spray these wasps, right? Let's kill them. That's great. But then pest prevention says, let's seal up these holes so they don't crawl in there. You know what I mean? What's conducive? What's causing bugs to want to congregate in these certain areas? And let's take care of that on the outside. And therefore, you don't have to use it. They say eco, right? They're supposed to be eco-friendly. Well, I would hope that they're looking for ways to reduce pest activity without applying chemicals. Just a little add-on. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.